Grand Rising. I am going to do an eyebrow tutorial. A cheap, inexpensive way to look beautiful every day. And here I have my handy dandy makeup bag. It's very old. I will change my makeup bag since I'm doing my tutorials now. I will change the makeup bag into a new one. I have so many little bags and everything. I have to, oh, I have a pink makeup bag at home. It's actually, I have a white one and a black one by the company Pink, and it has the little dog on it. It's very, very cute. So I just thought about it. I'm going to switch it out. Since I'm doing my tutorials, I want it to look new. Excuse me. So this is what I'm using, the Precision brush. The Ruby Kisses black brown auto lip liner and eyeliner, and then the Pro Conceal concealer by LA Girls. Yeah, LA Girl. And as always, I forgot my paper towel. So I'm just gonna grab some paper towel, and I'm gonna do the ombre eyebrows, and just a really quick and simple, easy, on the go, no muss, no fuss. You know, like the lower part of professional is not quite professional, but it's not just you know, just regular schmegular. Okay, I'm gonna switch out this black brown because this is the one where I only have a little bit left, and I'm gonna switch it out for the one where I have more left. And I like to measure it every couple of days just to make sure that it's enough for me to do my application. I have a lot of these at home, so so if it's ever not enough, I just put a new one in my bag. Okay. I'm just gonna start with a simple drawing, and then if you need to shape them with your shaper, your razor, make sure you shape them before you start the application, because, well, for me, my eyebrows are funny. I have hair that grows up here. My eyebrows grow really, really funny. This is where they grow, but right here, they grow up here. So, and I'm going to connect them because it looks better. It looks better in person. It looks better when I'm doing my tutorials. You have a better chance of your eyebrows coming out even when you connect them, instead of one being higher than the other one. If you connect them, you lower that chance. And I've learned that just doing my own eyebrows. And I do my own makeup because, for one, I don't have time to get it done because I have my own company. And then for two, I try to be economic, and it can be very costly in terms of having your eyebrows, needing your eyebrows and your lashes done every single day. And I sleep funny, so I can pay whatever they want to do my eyelashes and eyebrows, But when I wake up the next morning, they're not going to be the way they were yesterday that I just paid all of this money for. So, and I realized that. I realized when I started getting my lashes done a few years ago, whenever I wake up, they're lopsided and one is this way, one is that way. And I started looking like a bird. And so I'm like, okay, I have to learn how to do my own. Even if it's just not even nowhere near professional looking, I have to learn, because I don't want to keep paying all of this money out and I'm only beautified for 24 hours, like not even 24 hours. Okay, I am on to the Pro Conceal Concealer. This is a very inexpensive product. It is $3.99. Some places it may be $2.99. Some places it may be $4.99. But this is the average cost for one of these products. This is a very inexpensive way to look beautiful. So, and then I'm using the precision brush. And I am just going to squeeze a little bit here. I'm going to squeeze a little bit so that I can make sure that it's on the brush. Okay. And then first I'm going to just, okay, well, I'm going to take the back edge of this brush, which is the shorter edge. So with me, the longer edge is the front edge and the shorter edge is the back edge. So I'm going to take the back edge first. Usually I always do the front edge first. But I just started doing this thing where I'm creating a V in the middle of my forehead, because that's the kind of shape that I want. So I'm applying this V, and this is just, and you have to be careful with the V, because there are different V shapes. You can make it a wider V or a more narrow V. But whichever one you choose for each side, try to get it as symmetrical as possible. And that's my V. That's my V. Okay. And as you can see, it's almost directly in the middle. If you can see, this one is more straight and this one is more curvy. That's okay. That mistake is okay, because on the finished product, you will see why it's not a big deal. And then once I do that, I always take this brush and I do like this on it. You don't see me doing that because I always have this paper towel at the bottom sitting on the table. But every time I do something, I wipe the brush off and then start the next phase of my eyebrow shaping. And then if you also look how I've drawn it on, this eyebrow is a little bit thicker. It's a little bit more lifted up than this one. That's okay. It's okay, because you have the concealer, you have this brush, you have your finger. So the whole key to this is to utilize what you have. Mistakes are okay, as long as you just don't mess up your whole entire face. But if you make a mistake, this concealer can always, always, always clean it up or conceal it. So I'm just going to start from the bottom. I usually start with this brow. Let's go with this brow. I'm looking in the mirror because my phone camera is always kind of delayed. So you want to start from the outer and work your way inner. And I used to watch tutorials all the time, and I'm like, why do they do that? And they always start from the outer and go inner, all the professionals. And I was still going inner to outer, But then one day I went from outer to inner, and it's so much better. First of all, okay, I'm dabbing my brush off again. First of all, if you see how I'm putting this brush into the concealer, okay? As soon as you go and start from here, you have a clump of concealer in the beginning of your brow. And that can mess up the way you drew it on. It can make it very smudgy. It can make it something that you were not looking for. And so you want to start at the outer. I start at the outer because even in that clump, okay, now I'm working my way inner. And I can always brush away that clump. I can spread it throughout my brow and brush away the excess in the design. You see that? And then you want to brush down off of that concealer to blend it. Brush down off of that concealer to blend it. It's like just painting a beautiful picture. That's all you are doing to your face. You are painting a beautiful picture of your eyebrows. And then you can use your finger to wipe away the excess. You can use the paper towel. You can use the brush. I like to use a combination of all three. I'm wiping off my brush, and I keep wiping off my brush because when I'm applying the concealer, some of the auto liner gets on the brush and it mixes in with the concealer and everything. So when you go to do the next phase, which is the top, okay, sometimes you can get some of, when you go for the next phase, you only want to apply the concealer. And if you don't wipe off your brush, sometimes I found that the eyeliner can get up there. And so you'll have like a mixed marble type thing going on. And I don't want that. I want the top of it to be highlighted so the excess part that I drew on can be concealed. So I got a clean brush again, and I'm going to the next phase, which is the top. Okay, I'm going for the top here. There's that clump, okay? But if you work your way into the clump, you can blend and you can bring it forward to your whole brow. And I'm gonna go lower because I want my eyebrow to be, I don't want them to be really, really super thick. And notice how I'm just creating like a wave here because I like that little dip in the front. Now I'm just gonna blend off, and I have a lot of excess concealer. So I'm gonna dab my brush off. And then I'm just gonna, I could do this with the paper towel. I can do this with anything I choose. I'm just gonna do it with my finger. And now I'm just dabbing my finger. Now I'm just gonna, cause I still have to do work to that brow. But I'm gonna go to the other brow. And I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, work off my clump. Create my ocean. I'm just doing an ocean wave, just a wave. Okay. I'm just dabbing my brush in the concealer because I want this part to be more up and over. I don't want that real thickness at the end of my brow. I want it to look like a brow. Like the end of a brow looks like the end of a brow. I want it to look like that. And that looks a lot better to me. So you can see the difference. It looks more like the end of a brow than that one. So I'm going to, because I really need to brush. I need to brush. And I'm just doing this much. I just ran my brush right into the design. I'm really just taking extra measures for this right now because I have extra time. And they are not completely identical, but they look good. I get many compliments from people, women who are really into makeup. And I get compliments every day. And that's really what inspired me to even start doing tutorials. They like, your business should be lashes, cause your lashes on fleek. They've been telling me that every day for so many years. And I have a boutique. I sell perfume, jewelry. I make jewelry. I sell apparel, shoes, Nikes, Jordan hoodies, Backwood hoodies, Cookies hoodies, Detroit hoodies, and headphones, hats, scarves, gloves. I sell everything. And so every day I always get compliments on my lashes and my brows. Okay, so now I've dabbed off the brush so you can see all of my dabbing. I've been dabbing this whole time. So what I'm going to do now, make sure I have a clean brush. And I'm just going to go into the middle of my eyebrows and sweep them. Just sweep them, just blend them. So it won't look like I just drew it from a starting point. I want it to be blended. I'm just blending. Just to look a little bit more natural. You see how it's starting to look more natural? And I blend from the top to the bottom, just painting a pretty picture of my eyebrows. That's all I'm doing here. Okay. Okay. So that is all. Again, quick, simple, easy, inexpensive, on the go thing. So it's not completely perfect. It's not completely professional. It's not completely identical. but it will get you through the day, okay? With no problems. You're guaranteed to get compliments if you go anywhere where there's people. Somebody is going to compliment you, or just to say, you know, your eyebrows look good. Somebody is going to do it. So don't be tripping. Don't be tripping. Okay? That's it. Make sure you please like, comment, and subscribe below. And I will be happy to do more tutorials. Okay? Thank you. Bye.